Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, maybe he just lost. He froze. He just froze. He's like, holy shit.
Like, I need new pants.
It was one of those ones. You know how it like they have a strobe light.
All right, for today, we have a very interesting announcement. Very, actually, much waited, hoped for, and they finally delivered.
Very, like, out of the blue.
But it felt so good when I saw this. But, like, regarding this, we're going to be talking about a specific kind of superheroes, I guess, with the announcement. When you hear this episode, obviously it's gonna be a couple. It's been a while since this news is out, but it's official. It's official. Ryan Reynolds posted a video of saying that, hey, we missed the D23. We apologize, but they're working really hard. But they don't have anything. But they got one thing. They got one thing.
They got one thing right.
They got the only thing that matters.
Facts. Honestly, I think so. Honestly, the two of them on live. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Ryan Reynolds
They're
finally announced that Hugh Jackman is gonna make a comeback as Wolverine in the new Deadpool movie as the first in the MCU. Think about that. Hugh Jackman said when he's done with Logan, he was like done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like,
This
I'm
guy,
retiring.
there's no way he's coming back. Not even for the perfect script or whatever.
Yeah.
Obviously, this was in the works for many, many years. Ryan Reynolds, I don't know the backstory, but as a proud Canadian like Ryan Reynolds, I am pretty sure that he was very persistent of trying to convince the guy.
Oh, I'm sure.
Let's doing it.
Yeah.
We got to do it. We have to do it.
Yeah.
And being the first Deadpool movie in the MCU, and which I think MCU has a big part why Hugh Jackman is making a comeback.
That is not Fox.
That is not Fox. I think so.
Yeah.
I really, really think so, which is going to be insane.
Yeah.
But yes, Deadpool 3, we're going to see Wolverine as like a co-main character. Not like
Not
like
cameo.
Cable.
Yeah.
Not like, even though
Yeah.
Cable was still one of the main characters, I don't think like that. I
He
think
didn't
this
have
is
a
going
lot
to
of
be like,
screen time.
yeah,
It's
I
the
think this
screen
is going to
time.
be like more than like Captain America Winter Soldier. You know what I mean? Like even more than that. It's going to be like the series Falcon and Winter Soldier, something like that.
Yeah.
I am pumped, dude. This announcement brought so much joy when I was at work. I was on break when I saw it. One of our good friends, Varun, posted in our group chat, and I'm like, no way this is real.
Yeah, and I was
even
like,
though Varun is usually always right, I'm
Yeah.
like, there's
Oh,
no
yeah.
way. This
yeah,
is
and
real.
I'm like, I was literally like, I need confirmation from Ryan or something.
Facts. And while in the
Yeah.
break room, I'm like, yeah, you're right. And I literally do one scroll on Twitter. Next video, Ryan Reynolds makes an announcement.
Yeah.
And I just love how like Deadpool-y it is,
Yeah.
you know, Deadpool-esque.
Yes.
He's
esque.
like,
That's the first ask.
that's right. It's been a
on
while.
camera, dude.
Yeah, like literally just casual. Like he's on the toilet in the gray Deadpool suit, you know, just talking whatever.
Yeah.
And then like casually, he's like, "Oh, what do we do for the next one?" And then Hugh was walking, and he's like, "Hey, Hugh, you want to play Wolverine in the next one?" He's like, "Yeah, sure," and just walks.
Sure,
off.
right? That's it. That's it. That's all it
That's-
takes, bro. But like,
Yeah.
it's just so amazing. Like, they know that people want it. They know Wolverine. Wolverine is one of those characters like Iron Man that it can only be played by one person.
Yeah.
and it's because that person
Yeah.
killed it and embraced that role. You can't see anyone else taking on that role. And even though MCU was
Yeah.
going to recast that role, and maybe they probably will for the future movies, they probably
yeah.
will, because this is going to be a one-time thing, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I think Hugh is one of those guys who Wolverine is just untouchable.
Yeah.
So that's why, again, it just
Yeah.
makes it that much better. And you know from the passion that from Hugh put in for like Logan, it's magical.
Yeah.
Man, dude, even though it's 2024, September 6th, I believe, long ways to go. For now, I can wait. I can wait those 2 years.
I just think it's like the reason why I'm excited is obviously like Wolverine's back, but it just does so much for like the future of the MCU, but also things that didn't happen with Fox. It's kind of like No Way Home, how they like kind of resolved Andrew's story and like continue Toby's, similar to that.
Yeah.
Like with this one, because in the Wolverine, the 2013 movie, like he teased the suit, like it's a deleted
The yellow
scene.
suit.
Yeah, but the thing is, like that was comic accurate, but
Never used.
it wasn't used,
Yeah,
and
never
it
utilized.
was not exactly comic accurate.
Yeah.
It's comic inspired, right? I think with this, they're obviously gonna have to do it like by the book.
Well, 100%.
And it's like Marvel in Phase 4, as shitty as it's been, the costumes have been sick.
Yeah, and
know?
like the costume I think has been really on point. It's
Yeah.
very comic accurate. So I really think when they introduce like Deadpool with like the wide eyes on the mask and with the expressions, they can do the exact same with Wolverine.
Yeah.
And dude, I pray that they do buy the comic book of Wolverine's costume this time around. Mm-hmm. I think it'd be amazing. I really, really hope that they do it, and I think they will.
Yeah.
But man, that would literally just be the cherry on top.
Because they missed
Yeah.
out so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
With it was just always black spandex, or the closest thing to comic accurate was X-Men Apocalypse when Wolverine had like the gear,
The helmet.
the helmet and stuff,
Yeah, yeah.
the cables, like when he's getting injected with the suit.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
That's the closest thing, but that
like
wasn't-
at Project. Okay, yeah, gotcha.
but
I see,
that
see,
wasn't
see.
him wearing a suit. or
Yes,
anything,
yes, I
right?
got you.
And
Yeah,
with
yeah.
this, I just think how it's fitting how like when we finally saw Patrick Stewart, although it was multiverse, we finally see him in the MCU.
Yellow, yeah.
And
Yellow
same
chair.
thing with the Spider-Man. I think this is just nice to wrap everything together and have like Professor X and Hugh Jackman as Wolverine in the MCU with everything that we love.
Facts, yeah.
You know,
So I mean, speaking of MCU, we know it's confirmed now. It's been confirmed on many different platforms. Sorry, not platforms. From different series, different movies that mutants are officially in the MCU. That being said, this is a huge because X-Men, not just X-Men, mutants are a huge part in like the comic books, Marvel universe. So we want to talk about like what we might think that the mutants will bring into the MCU. You know, where we can expect. I think some of the confirmed things that we've noticed, like let's say for instance, Miss Marvel. I know you both haven't seen it. The last episode,
because you told me not to watch.
I told you, yeah, no, and
You told me
it's
not to
good that
watch
you don't
it.
have to. So I'm telling you right now. Last episode, there's this one line. Somehow, this 11-year-old kid just knows and has the tech to check out someone's DNA and then say, "It's like a mutation." That was confirmation. That's one. Patrick Stewart is another one, but it's not really in 616 universe.
Yeah.
You were saying, but it's still on screen. We confirm it, and then I'm missing one more.
I mean, there's been a couple. Like we also saw Quicksilver in WandaVision. You know,
The Fox version.
the Fox version.
Yeah.
And like obviously back then they didn't like announce that it was officially whatever.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it was like you started thinking.
Yes,
because
no,
obviously
absolutely.
It's,
Absolutely.
It's Evan Peters as Quicksilver from the other universe.
Yes.
Or, so it just kind of like ties it together.
Yeah,
obviously,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Scarlet Witch, but although she's never been addressed as a mutant, like she's Magneto's daughter.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
So
absolutely.
something's gonna have to wrap it together.
Absolutely. And then I think, and this is a smaller one, an Easter egg in She-Hulk, when they're in the bar and there's a poster that describes Wolverine like a man in a bar fight with metal claws.
Yeah.
And then they're mentioning another, not another like mutant, but an Easter egg regarding like the Celestial that got frozen up in the ocean.
Yeah.
But anyway, so now that like it's confirmed, mutants are a fact in MCU and they're doing it. So it's huge. It's definitely huge. Speaking of mutants, though, I hope that they don't do like an origin story again. Like we don't need that anymore. And I think
Origin for who?
like X-Men.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like so because we've had a lot of origin stories and MCU's embraced a lot of characters with no origin story.
Yeah.
For instance, like Spider-Man. It's done many, many times.
Yeah.
Tom Holland, there's no origin story. It just got right into it.
Black Panther, same thing, kind of.
Exactly, yeah, sure.
And if there's anybody that doesn't need one, it's Wolverine. Wolverine's
Facts.
origin's been done like twice already.
He's had 3 of his own movies.
Yeah.
He's been part of the X-Men since the beginning.
Yeah.
And I think, like you said, they're going to be smart about it, like how they introduced like Mr. Fantastic, like after they got the rights, they just put him in
Yeah.
there, and we already know his origin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although it's a different universe,
Yeah.
we get the
it's not necessary.
Yeah.
Like we've seen it on screen even though it's not MCUs, we've seen it on screen 20 times. Like it's not necessary. So
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
we can wait. We don't have to waste all that time and get right into it. We're in the mutants. They're part of the MCU. You know, like in the future, if it's like even the Fantastic Four that gets joined, whatever.
Yeah.
I think it definitely, if it just brings them in together, it just hit the spot right away.
Yeah.
And I think Deadpool, obviously, we don't know if we're going to get an. No, so we know confirmed that we're not getting any. Oh, wow, that just clicked. I see. You remember in Phase 6, they gave you the 2024 schedule and
Yeah.
there's movies that were unannounced? One of them were probably Deadpool then.
We brought it up last time when we were talking about the schedule.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm like, that's a Deadpool movie.
damn.
Yeah.
job.
But another thing is like the actor who's playing Namor in Wakanda Forever.
Yes.
That's the other one, yeah.
He
That's the other
also confirmed that Namor is in fact like
A mutant.
a mutant
Yeah.
in this movie. So
Yeah.
like not like Miss Marvel, like it'll potentially, you know what, like he
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
a mutant.
Ah.
And it's like, although he didn't say it word for word, but him saying that confirms that this is our first on-screen look at a mutant in
Yeah.
the 616 universe.
Yeah.
You know.
No, exactly. I think that was the other movie we were talking
Yes.
about, that the
Yeah.
Namor is going to be the official first. And he said in an interview, right? Like, officially, he's on screen, the first
Yeah.
mutant for the MCU. Yeah, and that just confirms even more so. So, yeah, I think mutants is a huge, huge part to the MCU, and I think they have a really right path. What are some mutants that you hopefully see again, or that you want to see at this point?
I kind of want to see Sabretooth back. Like, but Sabretooth done right.
I see.
You know,
I see.
especially because in
X-Men 1.
like, yeah, he was just, I don't know, he was just like,
X-Men 1 Sabretooth was garbage. He didn't speak a word.
Yeah.
He growls.
yeah,
Yeah.
like he didn't even look like it. And even
Yeah.
in
Yeah, yeah.
X-Men Origins,
Yeah.
Wolverine, like he's just a guy with a cloak.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
like
yeah.
long
Claws.
nails.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like,
But he's Wolverine's rival, so he's supposed to be like,
yeah,
you know.
yeah. And then we even like we were supposed to get like a cameo of him or a reference to him in Logan, but that got scrapped. Like Logan, there's a scene where Logan's talking to the kids, but he's talking about his past with Sabretooth. So obviously he means something.
Yeah.
But we've never really seen that properly.
Yeah.
So I want to see that done right. I think because if he's done right, he could just be so epic as like a villain to Wolverine.
What about you, Josh?
Dude, Gambit, bro.
Channing Tatum.
Ever since there was rumors, and then it got they scrapped it, right?
yeah.
Because they officially cast Channing Tatum as Gambit, and then
Yeah.
they scrapped him.
They brought him on screen too with like the San Diego.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
crazy. Like they were so for sure about it. But no, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I like, even though we've got multiple versions of him, like I still want to see like Juggernaut. Juggernaut is someone that I like really expect a lot from, and he's a dope character. Obviously, the second version from Deadpool 2 is better than the first, but I still think it didn't suffice of what
Yeah,
Juggernaut really
I know
is.
what you mean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Juggernaut is like one of those Omega, like close to those Omega level mutants,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
like uncomparable.
Well, I always thought in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness,
Yeah.
the temple that Wanda goes to is for chaos magic, and that's where Juggernaut's powers come from.
Yeah.
So as soon as it like crumbled, I'm like, he's gonna find that. Like Juggernaut's gonna find that.
Something, yeah.
Or-
No, absolutely.
yeah.
So for my hopes, I want to see the right Juggernaut on screen. There's obviously more characters that I definitely want to see as well, but I think Juggernaut's definitely up there. Like, I know we've seen multiple versions as well, but like also Cyclops. I think Cyclops has so much potential, and like it's such a cool character. And like again in the comic, because even some anime shows, he's represented way better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he gets
'Cause
nerfed.
in the Fox movies, he sucks because everyone.
He's nothing. He's literally nothing.
He's
Everyone
cuckolded by Wolverine.
because everyone loves Hugh Jackman as
Yeah.
Wolverine, and he's just like, well,
Yeah, I just
sorry,
feel bad
sorry,
for
bro.
the
just
guy.
take a
And
back
even
seat.
in like the prequel movies,
It's not like, dude, Cyclops is his laser sight, like his beams are supposed to be as strong as like the sun.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously,
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
not going to be
Yeah,
near
yeah.
that close to it, like on screen, but still like somewhat like acknowledge that. Oh wow, this guy's like a powerful dude. He's a reason why he's one of the leaders of the X-Men.
yeah, like the leader, if anything.
He is, yeah, he's the leader of the X-Men,
Yeah, just like speaking of just everything, just like comic accurate costumes, because I think X-Men literally, of all Marvel characters, have the best costumes like they've ever designed with. Like they're so vibrant. They're just, it unifies the team. You know, it screams like they stand out.
Yeah.
But in the movies,
Yeah.
they've been muted with like black spandex, whatever.
or they don't wear like a team costume.
Yeah.
Which is what was weird. I don't know why they always thought like black spandex, like tight, like futuristic looking costumes was the
They
answer.
even
Like,
made fun of it. Like in the original X-Men movie, like Wolverine finally was part of the team. They're flying to Lady Liberty. Or Statue of
yeah,
Liberty,
yeah.
And then they're like, oh, why leather, black suits, whatever. He's like, would you rather? Cyclops is like, would you rather have yellow spandex? Ha ha ha. Yeah, we fucking would.
yeah,
you know. Yeah,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That didn't age well at all.
No. Yeah. It's, to this day. Yeah.
Yeah, that was number one, X-Men 1.
Yeah. And then they even teased it in they even teased it in X-Men Apocalypse. At the end, all the young mutants, they're wearing actually comic accurate suits.
Yes, I remember.
But then in X-Men Phoenix, what the hell happened?
Nothing happened,
They got rid of it.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
But like what you said earlier, in the Wolverine, his second solo movie, where the deleted scene where he opens the chest and see that almost comic accurate scene.
Well, that's the third movie.
Oh, no, the third one's Logan.
Second.
Yeah, second one. I don't know. The reason why is we've got some feedback from our audio director to cuss as less as possible.
As much as possible.
I'm just saying. That's why you'll notice we're trying to hold back a little bit more. He's behind the camera right now.
Every time
shaking his head.
we burst, he's like, oh my.
But no, exactly. But like the Wolverine brand, when I saw that way after the movie and seeing the movie was absolute garbage.
Yeah.
Why the would they? I'm sorry. Why the hell would they not put that in the cut? You know what I mean? Like, just made no sense.
And I get it if for the time or the movie the script it didn't work, but like if you're gonna make a script or whatever, have like the costume fit. Like for example, Logan. Like the third movie, like he just wears like a baby beater for the most of the movie.
That's true,
and that's fine because it fit the movie.
And the comic.
Yeah,
but like,
yeah,
exactly. Like they could have done so much more experimenting.
Yeah,
and like just go with it. Whatever.
Yeah.
Like look at WandaVision.
Yeah.
You know in that scene where she's dresses up like Wanda,
like classic Wanda.
In the classic Wanda.
Yes.
It works.
Yeah. Like for Halloween.
It looks like
her
a joke
Vision.
on screen. It's a costume for Halloween, but it was exactly what people
but
wanted.
they acknowledged it, and we finally saw something like that.
And like even something that subtle, it works. So I don't know, man. It could have been really, really cool. Like even like there's a scene where they show costumes and he gets to choose one. And he sees that yellow one, he's like, nah, this is too much. And then he picks anything, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they deleted the helmet. Like they just literally got rid of it.
Like in Spider-Man Far From Home.
Yeah.
Like he's going through he's in the jet.
Oh,
yeah,
and
all the
making
suits.
And then
oh.
you see like for example, comic accurate Iron Spider suit. He doesn't choose it, but at least you know
see
it
Yeah,
exists.
damn, that's in there. Even like since you bring up Spider-Man, the Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
You know where he sees all the costumes?
Yeah.
Even something like that.
Yes, exactly.
Anyway.
I don't know. It just is something for the nostalgia, right?
Yeah.
Because then there's an instant connection. It's like I've known of this before.
Yeah.
And like when you don't see them in the costume, it's just like
Fan service.
yeah.
And that's why I think Deadpool 3 is so fitting to be the third movie, but the first movie in the MCU. Like the first official X-Men movie in the MCU.
Yes.
I just think they're going to do so much right with this one.
We don't know. I feel like from
hope
this
so.
announcement,
I hope so, yeah.
I think no. I mean like the first X-Men movie. I think we might get an X-Men movie in Phase
like,
6.
before.
Oh,
I see.
Because again, this is
think
coming
we
out in
will.
September.
I think we will.
They've announced like 4 or 5 more movies throughout the year, like before the 2 Avengers movies. I think there's a high chance we might get an X-Men movie in there. And if we do, I think it'd be dope.
We'll see. Yeah.
Wolverine's already in it, so why not, right?
But we've been talking about mutants quite a bit. We've been talking about mutants. As you can tell, we're very, very excited that we've made it a very interesting. If you've seen our past couple episodes, you notice that Phase 4 has been somewhat disappointing. But with this announcement, with the things that are coming up, I think we're very, very excited. Let us know what you think, what you think of what mutants you want to see, what you think from the announcement. Let us know. Let's talk about it. Is there anything else you boys want to add?
I want to quickly add, I don't want it to just be like a fan service, like Spider-Man No Way Home, Like, as good of a movie it was,
Yes.
Like we talked about, it heavily
relied
relied
yes.
on Toby and Andrew.
Yeah.
And that's fine, but it shouldn't be the reason why you watch the movie. So I
see.
I hope that's the same situation, not the same situation with Deadpool, where on its own it's fantastic, plus Wolverine.
It just happens to
I
have
see.
Wolverine.
Exactly.
I see.
Yeah. Like Wolverine
yeah.
will elevate it so much more, but if you took him out, it'd still be
It's still a good movie. Yeah, I
That's
see.
what hope.
I see.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I think they have the potential. Like, because again, Deadpool 1 delivered.
Yeah, it was good. It was
definitely
really,
delivered.
really
good.
Deadpool 2 was still really good. And like with Cable out of it, would have been a good movie.
Yeah.
Probably, I think so too. But like
Yeah.
Cable was that piece
Yeah.
it just made Deadpool better. Because
Yeah.
even in the comics, Cable is one of those characters.
Yeah, it just wasn't
And
the same as the
And I
first.
really like how Deadpool's really focusing on the main characters that develop Deadpool in the comic books as well.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cable is what I guarantee you, if Wolverine and Hugh was down for the second one, it would have been Wolverine.
Yeah.
But obviously, you know,
Yes.
Cable's
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
That's
Yes,
why I think there's definitely like high hopes. Like I'm really, really excited. I'm excited for this announcement as much as like Black Panther 2.
Oh yeah. Yeah. This.
So
yeah.
and when they officially not like there was no for sure thing. There's a lot of rumors, people saying that, you know, Hugh is he's the only Wolverine that can ever play. If there's Deadpool, it should be, and they announce it. And you know the crazy
yeah.
thing is that, like, let's say it was just Ryan Reynolds, just saying it. We don't know if it's real because it could just be him being Deadpool, but
Yeah.
because Hugh was in the
Yeah.
video as
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
confirmed.
Yeah.
And the animations and like at the end when you see the
Deadpool
logo,
3.
it-
And
my
I think it's
God.
just the fact that it's like no one thought about it because it's been years since 2017 was Logan.
Talking about it, yeah.
And then like so many times like after Logan, Deadpool 2 came out and
Yes.
there was just a joke about him revitalizing
Yeah.
Logan, and then MCU or Disney bought the Fox, and we just gave up on like thinking
we
about
don't
it.
even think. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like it was over. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And then now like they just dropped it on us. It's crazy.
Yeah, the timing is so Deadpool.
Especially like how low Phase 4 has been. We needed this.
I think that's why they decided, like, yo, we need
Facts.
something.
We needed something to
We need something
revitalize the
good.
fans.
Get him hope for next
Yeah.
2 years.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really it what we have for this episode. You know, we talked about some mutants. It's a small episode, but I feel like we just had to talk about it with this announcement.
Yeah.
We had to get, here. But that's it. That's what we have for today. Gents, that is another episode of the fans seeing our face. I think that was another big episode. I was, again, a very quick one, but this energy is only keep going forward.
It's so much better being in the same room.
That's
I
so
can't even-
true.
yeah.
Dude, I
just-
feed off both of you so
It
much
just
more.
feels way better.
Stay tuned. You might see us
cameraman.
having a little bit more adventure.
See
you
the
know?
camera.
or the
Adventure.
cameraman. Who
Oh,
knows?
I'm excited for future. You guys have no idea. Just the ideas that we have that will never happen. but just the ideas of them.
Maybe.
Yeah, man.
But that's it. That's all we have. Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned for another episode next week. Of In the System.